A delivery driver, who describes himself as someone just trying to live each day as it comes, found his ordinary routine turning into something far more disturbing. For months, he's tried to tell others about the strange, supernatural activity he's witnessed during his routes. Eerie noises, faint whispers, and unsettling shadows moving where no one should be. Yet his friends only laugh, calling him paranoid or overly imaginative. Everything shifted on September 14, 2022, when he was sent to a newly developed area filled with unfinished hollow buildings. The site felt unnaturally still, too quiet for comfort. As he stepped inside one of the structures, distant footsteps echoed through the empty halls, followed by soft voices that disappeared the instant he tried to trace them. Terrified, he bolted outside but couldn't shake the chilling feeling that something ghostly had been watching him. The next day, driven by curiosity and fear, he returned, not for a delivery, but to capture proof of the paranormal.
I'm at this house in somewhere North Carolina. Brand new house. Just has been built. And I was making a delivery here yesterday. I kept hearing something upstairs. And I'm the only one here. I was here by myself. But something kept bumping around up here. Sounded like somebody was walking across the floor. So today we're going to come check it out. See what it could be. It's kind of odd. As you see, nobody's here. I'm here by myself. Nobody's around. Every single room is empty. Close it. I don't see anything that would have been moved or could move that's up here loose or anything. See, nobody's here. Nobody's hiding anywhere. Nope, nobody. Nobody. See? Now who in the hell is crazy now? Did you hear that thump? See, I'm here by myself. Nobody's here. Just me. What the hell? See, nobody's here. What the hell was that? It's a brand new damn house. Nobody's here. We'll go up there in a minute. Still gotta make sure so everybody doesn't think that I'm crazy. I have somebody here with me. Nobody's here. Just me. Nobody's here. Leads back out into the hall. Nobody's here. Alright. Now, let's see what could be going on. See, nobody's here. There's nothing possible that could be bumping around by itself or thumping. Nobody, nothing. No animals, no nothing. So, strange how a brand new house is already haunted. Now let's see. just needed proof. But yet again, nobody's here. I'm losing my damn mind. Alright, well now I have proof.
What he recorded that day left him speechless. The faint voices, the echoing steps, they were no longer figments of his imagination, but undeniable evidence of a haunting. Still, he knows his friends will call it fake or claim the audio was edited. That's why his next plan is simple. He's going back. And this time, he's bringing them along. Because as he puts it, people only believe in ghosts when they feel the fear crawling up their own spine. Mikhail was going through his usual evening routine, helping his young son get ready for bed. Everything seemed normal, until his son suddenly noticed something in the bathroom. The fear in his voice made it clear this wasn't imagination. The way he described what he was seeing immediately alarmed Mikhail. He didn't hesitate. He pulled out his phone, expecting to capture footage of a possible intruder, but what he recorded turned out to be far more disturbing than anything he was prepared for.
Hello guys, I'm here with my kids and I'm in the room and they called me and told me that they seen something. Where did you see it, Nia? Where in the washroom? Could you guys show me?
Yes.
Okay, come show me this, yeah? Okay, you stay there, Nia. Where?
I'm in here. Look at this cloud. And here.
Okay, show me. Holy! Nazir! Nazir!
The raw panic in Mikhail's voice as the door suddenly slams shut is difficult to ignore.
Holy! Nazir!
In paranormal circles, behavior like this is often linked to a tactic known as isolation. It's believed that malevolent entities attempt to separate the vulnerable from those meant to protect them, slamming doors, locking them without explanation, cutting off any chance of escape or help. Whatever was there appeared to get exactly what it wanted: total control, absolute fear. That IT was a calculated move, one designed to sever the connection between a father and his son. And that's the thought that should stay with you tonight, because the next time you step into the bathroom and close the door for a moment of privacy, remember this: you may not be locking the world out. You might be locking yourself in, especially if something has been waiting for you to be alone.
Holy! Nazir! Nazir!
A security guard in Indonesia recently shared footage that has left many viewers convinced he captured something paranormal on camera. The guard, who goes by Sneaky, had just moved to a rural area after taking a night security job patrolling a local park. Almost immediately, locals warned him about the land he'd be watching over. They told him it was haunted by the spirit of a woman dressed in white. At first, Sneaky dismissed the stories as superstition. But then the screams began, every single night. At the exact same time, blood-curdling shrieks echoing through the darkness that he spent hours searching the area where the sounds came from. Again and again. But he never found anyone out there. Eventually, Sneaky decided to set up a night vision camera, aiming it toward the spot where the screams always seemed to originate. And what it recorded is deeply unsettling.
Semua penunggu yang ada di sini, hai, mendekatlah, tunjukkan dirimu. Buat semua yang ada di sini, buat semua penunggu yang ada di sini, mendekatlah, tunjukkan dirimu. Buat semua penunggu yang ada di sini, mendekatlah, tunjukkan dirimu. Buat semua penunggu yang ada di sini, tiba-tiba nggak bisa gerak. Buat semua penunggu yang ada di sini gerak sendiri. Nge-lag ini kenapa ya? Buat semua penunggu yang ada di sini, tolong mendekat.
The footage shows an empty field, nothing but trees, and darkness. Then, in an instant, where there was nothing before, a white figure suddenly appears that it materializes out of thin air. And just as quickly, it's gone. When Sneaky posted the video online, many viewers immediately recognized what they were seeing. They believe it's Kuntilanak, a terrifying female spirit from Indonesian folklore known for appearing as a woman in white and emitting horrifying screams. Sneaky says he still hears the screams every night. The only difference now is that he knows what's making them, and somehow, knowing makes it even more terrifying.
Mendekat.
A man began hearing strange, unsettling noises coming from his son's bedroom, even though he knew for certain no one was inside. Curious but uneasy, he decided to record what was happening. What he captured has since sparked endless debate online. Watch closely.
Alright, check this out. There's this noise coming from the bedroom. But my wife and my baby, they're not here. They're not in the bedroom. And this noise happens every day at this exact time. Man. Yeah, there's no one in there. No one.
Each time the eerie sound echoed from behind the door, he tried to explain it away. Maybe old pipes, creaking wooden floors, or even the air vent causing the door to tremble. But this time was different. The door didn't just rattle. It opened and shut entirely on its own, as though something unseen was trying to make itself known. That he admitted that nothing like this had ever happened before, or at least he'd never had the courage to stay long enough to witness it. Normally, when the strange noises began, he'd drown them out with the TV or distract himself until they stopped. But things took a darker turn when viewers paused the footage and noticed something chilling. The shelves in his living room were lined with books about dark rituals, demonology, and the nature of evil. Some believe he unknowingly invited something sinister into his home, a malevolent spirit drawn to the dark energy surrounding him. As many in the paranormal community often warn, you can't live among shadows and still expect the light to protect you. Or perhaps, skeptics argue, it's just coincidence. What do you think? Haunting or happenstance? An urban explorer decided to investigate the abandoned old Idaho Penitentiary, a place notorious for its dark past and countless tales of the supernatural. For decades, visitors have claimed to feel sudden drops in temperature, hear ghostly whispers in deserted hallways, and glimpse shadow figures that vanish as soon as you turn toward them. Many believe that the torment and despair of the inmates who once suffered there left behind a powerful paranormal energy, a haunting presence woven into the prison's walls. When this team of explorers entered the site, they expected eerie silence and creaking floors, but what they captured on camera was really bone-chilling. Watch closely.
Holy Can you move again? Can you hear us?
Dude. Alex, seriously.
We're coming towards you.
Hello?
What the Dude, somebody's screaming. Oh my! Dude, shut up!
The chilling screams that echoed through the corridors weren't the creaks of an old structure or the rustling of wind. They were sharp, agonized cries that cut through the air, raw, human, and filled with terror. That sound alone was enough to send the group fleeing, unwilling to stay another minute in that cursed place. What's even more disturbing is how often visitors report hearing those same cries in the same haunted cell blocks, as though the building itself is replaying the agony of its past. Some believe it's residual haunting energy, while others are convinced that the restless spirits of inmates still roam the halls begging for freedom. Whatever the truth may be, the footage they captured has left many convinced. The old Idaho Penitentiary isn't just haunted. It's alive with the echoes of tortured souls who never escaped. Tim Myrazov, a fearless ghost hunter. He has earned his reputation by venturing into some of the most terrifying haunted locations imaginable, always armed with little more than his courage and a camera. His channel is known for raw, unedited paranormal investigations, capturing eerie moments that feel far too real to be staged. In one of his most chilling uploads, Tim wrote in the video's description, "This time I'm examining the house with a poltergeist. This is a terrible night." That brief message perfectly set the tone for what would become one of the most disturbing paranormal encounters on his channel.
Пока никаких показаний нету. Черт возьми. А где он стоял? Ничего нет. Никаких показаний.
As Tim cautiously explored the dark, decaying house with his motion detector in hand, an ear-splitting crash shattered the stillness. Startled but determined, he followed the noise to discover a piece of pottery smashed across the floor, thrown with obvious force by something unseen. Though visibly shaken, his curiosity pushed him forward. Kneeling beside the debris, Tim pressed his motion sensor against the broken pieces, but the device remained eerily silent. No human movement, no heat signature, nothing. Whatever had thrown that pottery wasn't alive, suggesting that he had just witnessed the work of a true poltergeist. Paranormal YouTuber Jake Ghost Hunter traveled to New Orleans, Louisiana, to spend a night inside one of the city's oldest and most haunted buildings, May Bailey's Place. Built in 1775, this historic structure has lived many lives, even serving as the first licensed brothel in New Orleans. Over the years, chilling tales have surrounded the building, with reports of ghostly women believed to be the lingering spirits of former workers, and an old male entity, known for knocking items off the bar. Alone inside the building, Jake began his investigation by setting up his paranormal equipment. He even placed a cup with a straw in the bar, hoping to capture evidence of the mischievous ghost said to haunt that very spot.
I'm gonna get out my second piece of equipment, which is going to be the SPI app, which uses AI to listen for EVPs and spirit voices. The REM pod just went off. The REM pod just went off over there on the bar. I just made a full video. What was that? That was a beeping sound. The REM pod. That means it's detecting heat. Is that the old man? But this is a great app, and we're going to use it to see if any spirits want to speak through this. And spirits, you can do that. There's a stroll and a cup down there, and if you push that off, that would be probably one of the best pieces of paranormal activity I've ever seen in my life, so I would appreciate it. Whoa, REM pod went off again. What in the hell was that? So many sounds, and I don't know if it's a part of like the bar and it's like a regular sound, or if it's a ghost just trampling around.
It didn't take long before eerie activity began to unfold. Within minutes, strange noises echoed through the building. Soft knocks, faint whispers, and sudden movements, all concentrated near the bar, where countless visitors have reported paranormal manifestations.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. So this is a digital REM pod. It's detecting heat again, right when I was about to do that. This just said shelf, and Jennifer was literally telling me that things get pushed off of shelves. Are you serious?
On rare occasions, they love to shove things off of shelves.
Oh my gosh. And what have I been trying to do since I got here? I've been trying to get them to push something like the straw off the cup on the bar. Okay, that is an intelligent response. I'm gonna let this experiment keep running, and I'm gonna take the SPI app and head into the men's restroom, which is where people get locked in and locked out. And I'm gonna see if that can happen to me. Oh, it's a creepy ass bathroom. What in the hell? Hello? I'm gonna be in here for just a minute, and I'm wondering if you could maybe lock me in the bathroom. Can you speak through this and tell me who is shutting people in and out of this bathroom? Are you a former patron of the bordello? Dude, there's somebody walking out of that. I can hear footsteps out there, dude. Who's walking outside right now in the bar? Okay, let me listen to this and then let's go back out there. I'm hearing footsteps right now. Whoa! It like, listen. After those first two questions, it was like it's like someone's mad. And hopefully we're not locked in. Okay, we're good.
Later that night, Jake moved upstairs to his room, a place notorious for intense haunting activity. Previous guests have claimed to experience doors locking on their own, objects shifting in the dark, and even waking up to the terrifying sight of an apparition standing beside their bed.
Okay, here we go. And we're in. The old bordello suite. This is where all kinds of activities would take place. I'm still running on this app. We're gonna see if it says anything, but right off the bat, I think we should set up a few pieces of equipment, and I wanna use something that we've not used tonight yet, which is the spirit music box. So I'm gonna throw this on the bed, and basically, if there is any movement whatsoever on this bed, we're gonna know about it. This is a tri-field that detects EMF, and I'm gonna see if we can detect any strange electromagnetic anomalies in this room. May Bailey? If you're here, I would love to talk with you. This is where you would bring your guests up and do things. If you would like to do things tonight, can you touch the device in my hand or sit on the bed, please? Oh my God, was that me? Nope. I was standing still, you can see me on that camera, and it just lit up. That was insane. Also, sorry to break it to you, but I have a girlfriend, so we can't do anything tonight. But I will hang out with you. If you're cool with just hanging out, can you sit on the bed and make that play music again? That was really, really, really weird and intelligent.
Hoping to make direct contact, Jake invited any spirit present to sit on the bed beside him. Instantly, his motion-activated spirit detector buzzed to life, reacting as though someone invisible had just sat down. Encouraged by the response, he switched to another spirit, Box, hoping to hear voices from beyond.
Hi, who's here with me? Something about we come from? Is May Bailey here?
I'm gonna.
He said, I'm gonna something you. Who's here? Who's in this room?
I was able to point.
I was something. Is there any former ladies of the night here from the bordello? This is an insane response that I did not hear in the moment, but right after I asked if there's any ladies from the bordello that are still here, a female voice comes through the spirit box and says, yes, we are here. Is there any former ladies of the night here from the bordello? Is there any former ladies of the night here from the bordello? What the hell was that? That was like a kid. What do you think about me? James Bond, okay. Alright. I'm not, you think I'm James Bond? I'm James frickin' Bond?
Yes, exactly.
No! It just said yes, exactly. Oh my, that's because of me. I'm done.
Then came an unexpected twist. Through the static, a distinct voice responded, claiming that Jake looked like James Bond. Whether it was an intelligent ghostly communication or a strange coincidence remains unknown. But one thing is certain, something otherworldly was inside that room, watching and interacting with him in ways no skeptic could easily explain. Anyone who's ever lost someone they love knows the pain that follows. That desperate wish for just one more moment, one more sign that their spirit still lingers nearby. That haunting hope often becomes the only thing keeping people moving forward. For Blair Bathory, a young mother grieving the loss of her daughter, that hope turned into something much more real. Strange events began to unfold, eerie melodies drifting from a jewelry box that hadn't worked since the day of the funeral. Each time it played, the air felt heavy, charged with something unseen. But the encounter that truly shattered her skepticism came when she visited her daughter's grave. As she stood there surrounded by silence, something happened that made her believe. Without a doubt, her little girl's spirit was still there with her.
I love you. Let me know that you're safe with Grandpa Lynn and Auntie Vanessa, Grandma Ernie. Let me know that you're safe with them, Bean. Spin it if you're safe. Spin it. Show me, baby. Please show me a sign. Show me, baby. Oh, thank you. I love you.
Skeptics might dismiss it as a mere coincidence, or blame the gentle stir of the wind. But Blair knows better. After all the paranormal activity she's witnessed, the ghostly music, the whispers that echo her child's laughter, this was the moment that convinced her. She's certain now that her daughter's presence hasn't faded away, and that even in death, her spirit continues to reach out from the other side. A man had grown increasingly uneasy after hearing his 2-year-old daughter repeatedly insist that a ghost was living in their home, that he'd always brushed it off with humor, saying the only spirit allowed under his roof was the Holy Ghost. But one quiet evening, curiosity overcame skepticism. Grabbing his phone, he decided to follow his daughter through the house, as she confidently pointed out the exact spots where she claimed to see the spirit. What his camera captured has since left viewers questioning whether something supernatural was present. Take a look.
Ghost.
Right there.
Right where?
Right there.
Come here and show me. Where's the ghost at?
Right there, ghost.
I don't see nothing.
Right there.
Go find it.
I have to go.
Come on, show me. Hold my hand.
Ghost.
Where's the ghost?
Right there.
Right where?
Right there.
Okay, say bye, ghost.
Bye, ghost.
Okay.
At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. No shadow figure, no movement, and not even the slightest chill in the air. Relieved, he hoped this was nothing more than his daughter's vivid imagination. But what made the situation disturbing was her consistency. For days, she'd been pointing to the same corner of the living room, or waving down the empty hallway, as if greeting someone unseen. Sometimes she even said a cheerful, "Hi," her tone so genuine, It made the moment feel eerily real. Those watching the video couldn't help but wonder, could a child's innocence make them more attuned to spiritual energy, able to see things adults can't? Or is this simply an innocent toddler's imagination running wild in a house that suddenly feels much less empty? The person behind the TikTok page, Real Dark Clips, says his life hasn't been the same since the night he saw something in the forest he believes he was never meant to see. While hiking one evening with a group of friends, something suddenly caught his attention deep within the trees. It felt wrong, out of place. Curious and unaware of what was about to happen, he raised his flashlight and camera, trying to see if anything was out there in the darkness. Almost immediately, he realized that looking closer may have been a mistake.
Is that? What the is that? I can't zoom in, babe. Look at that. Wait, I lost it. There it is, there it is. You see that shit right in the middle of the camera? What the is that? Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Oh, nah.
Did you see it? If you focus on the area between the pale tree and the fallen log, something begins to stand out, a faint, pale figure rocking back and forth. Moments later, it slowly rises upward, and that's when he notices it. Panic sets in, and he doesn't hesitate, he turns and runs.
What the is that? Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Oh, nah.
But the story doesn't end there. A few days later, he began to feel like whatever he encountered in those woods may not have stayed behind, because one night, he noticed something watching him from the shadows near his home. At first glance, the glowing eyes could be anything. An animal, reflections, distant lights. But the timing is unsettling. Just days after witnessing something disturbing in the forest, a pair of eyes appears lingering outside his home. After seeing this, he went back to the original footage. He adjusted the contrast, enhanced the image, trying to make out what the figure really was. What he uncovered only made things worse.
Out there. The is that? What the is that? I can't zoom in, babe. Look at that. Wait, I lost it. There it is, there it is. You see that shit right in the middle of the camera? What the is that? Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Oh, nah.
With the enhancements applied, the shape looks far more human. You can make out what appears to be a head, shoulders, and a torso. The figure seems to be crouched low, before slowly rising upward. So what do you think he encountered that night? Was it a cryptid? Or something even more unsettling? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
You see that shit right in the middle of the camera? What the is that? Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Oh, nah.
Amanda Burke and her husband were exploring Hillview Manor, a notoriously haunted former mental asylum located in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. They were part of a guided tour, moving through the long decaying halls while checking EVP meters provided by the guide. For a while, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. No spikes, no voices. No clear signs of activity. Then, somewhere down one of the hallways, they began to hear something unusual, a faint shuffling sound. Distant. Easy to dismiss, they thought nothing of it. But moments later, everything changed. From the far end of the hallway, they suddenly heard the sound of running footsteps, charging straight toward them. Amanda later said the experience was one of the most terrifying moments of her life. The reaction of the group tells its own story. The panic, the chaos, and the way people fall, hard, suggests this wasn't staged. Those impacts look real, painful. It genuinely feels like something came rushing down that hallway toward them. And unlike many clips online, Amanda and her friends aren't ghost hunters. They aren't YouTubers. They aren't TikTok creators chasing views. She simply posted the footage to Reddit.to share an experience she still can't explain. Koenig had always been obsessed with uncovering proof of the paranormal, determined to show his audience that ghosts truly exist. For this particular video, he pushed his curiosity to the next level by venturing into an abandoned house notorious for haunting activity. Oddly enough, he possessed a key to the place, a detail that immediately sparked speculation among viewers about how he got it and whether he had a deeper connection to the home's dark history. Intent on capturing every moment, he switched his camera to night vision mode and began his careful exploration, his flashlight slicing through the thick shadows as he moved from room to room in eerie silence.
Right, I'm gonna go check the one that house today. It's a haunted house. A bit scary. I want to prove it. I'm gonna go check it out, man. Gonna prove it. Oh, I should leave the door open. I should leave it open, buddy. Easier to escape. Just checking on it. I ain't sleeping here at all. Scary. I'm on night vision too. Oh, sure. Everything is here. Yeah. Everything is here. Holy shit. No one's in there. Hopefully. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. Not scared at all. Not scared. Holy shit, I'm gonna close.
For several minutes, the house remained still. Only the sound of Konek's own footsteps echoing through the dusty halls. But as he entered a long corridor, a door ahead of him suddenly creaked open on its own. Instead of retreating, he forced a nervous laugh and boldly declared that he wasn't afraid. The room beyond looked completely normal. Bare walls, old furniture, nothing unusual. But as he turned to leave, a chair slid violently across the floor, racing toward him with unnatural force. Shocked, Konek dropped his phone, the camera tumbling to the ground as he sprinted out of the house in sheer panic. The video ends there, with the final frame capturing only static, leaving viewers convinced he had come face to face with something truly supernatural. A family was sitting on their front porch, enjoying a quiet evening, when something unusual caught their attention. A young man walked past on the sidewalk in front of their home. That at first, it seemed ordinary. But almost immediately, they realized something was wrong. The family later said the man didn't look real at all. Unsettled by what they had just seen, they decided to check their security camera footage. What they found was far from normal. The footage is strange. The man appears as if he stepped out of another time, that he's wearing an old-fashioned suit and a fedora. And instead of looking solid, he almost resembles a projection. As he walks past, the cars behind him seem to pass straight through his body. The family says they were understandably shaken by what they saw. And perhaps the strangest part of all, they claim they never saw the man again. An explorer decided to spend the night inside a house that locals swear is haunted, that he had already heard the stories, voices coming from empty rooms, footsteps that seem to trail you down the hallway, objects shifting when no one is around. Still, he wanted to experience it for himself. Then around 5 a.m., long before sunrise, something changed. Unexplained knocking began echoing through the house. Clear. Deliberate. Watch closely.
Knocking sound.
People who've experienced hauntings say knocking is often the first sign that something is aware of your presence, a way to test how you'll react. Others believe that knocking inside a haunted house is a warning, a message meant to make one thing clear: you're not alone, and you're not supposed to be there, especially in a location where previous visitors have reported the exact same thing. Knocks with no visible source, always happening at the same hour. So was something trying to communicate with him? Was it a warning? Or is there something else already living inside that house, reacting to his presence? You decide. This footage was recorded around 3 a.m. by a family you may remember from a previous video on this channel. But before we continue, here's a quick recap so nothing feels out of place. That IT began on random nights when their young daughter would suddenly wake up crying. While the parents tried to calm her down, something else would happen at the same time. A knock, coming from the front door. At first it didn't seem threatening. Maybe it was a confused neighbor. Maybe someone had the wrong apartment. The kind of thing you ignore, because you don't want to jump to conclusions. But it didn't stop, night after night. The same soft knocking, always around the same time. Eventually, curiosity got the better of them. One night the father decided to see who was there. And when he opened the door, a figure was standing just outside. Viewers who saw that original clip believe the family made a serious mistake opening the door at that hour, because after that moment, something changed. The knocking stopped completely, but other things began happening instead. Watch closely.
Siendo casi las 3 de la mañana, se están escuchando ruidos en la parte de abajo de la casa. La verdad pensaría que se metieron, pero estoy seguro que no.
Sí, ¿qué pasó? No sé qué hacer con esa información.
Buenas noches. Buenas noches. ¿Ya vieron el sillón?
En el primer día a los 9 años. They all love me, but they want me to lose weight. Tienen como una propia cárcel. ¿Qué pasa cuando sacan todo? ¿Qué quieres? ¿Te vas a divertirte?
Desvestida, la moda pasó de moda. Todos los domingos, 10 de...
Se estaba moviendo, lo juro por Dios. Cada vez se empeora más esto. ¿Quién anda ahí? Buenas. La verdad, eso se está complicando demasiado. Yo creo que no voy a ser capaz de pasar toda la noche aquí, amigos. Estoy bastante preocupado. Se escucha ahora ruidos allá arriba. Sea lo que seas, no perteneces aquí. No sé qué quieras. Vete de aquí, por favor. ¿Quién diablos prendió la televisión? Esta tele también.
The television turns on by itself, and in the living room, a rocking chair begins to move, slowly, steadily, as if something unseen has settled into it, gently rocking back and forth. Many viewers believe whatever had been knocking may have slipped inside the moment the door was open, almost as if opening the door acted as an invitation. Others think the presence had been waiting to be acknowledged, and that brief moment at the door was all it needed. Between the rocking chair, the electronics flickering and powering on, and the strange heavy sigh that used to accompany the knocking, a lot of people believe this may only be the beginning of something far worse inside that home. So what do you think is happening here? And more importantly, what is a family supposed to do when something like this starts happening? Because right now, they may be scrolling through the comments looking for answers. A girl named Maddie was home alone, casually recording a funny video, when something unexpected suddenly caught her attention. A sound that immediately sent a chill down her spine.
What the was that? Oh my god, what the was that? My speaker's right here. My speaker's right here. What the was that? Are they schizophrenic? Dude, someone just talked behind me. I just heard myself echo back.
In the background, a strange, muffled voice can be heard that it sounds unsettlingly similar to Maddie's own voice. And it appears to be saying something that sounds like, "Let me in."
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's difficult to make out exactly what the voice is saying, but whatever it was, it terrified Maddie enough that she felt she had no choice but to leave the house for a while before coming back. So what do you think she captured on camera? Was it the voice of a real ghost? Or was it something far more ordinary, carefully staged to look convincing? You decide. This story comes from a YouTube channel called Lizardmen Incorporated. The creator behind the channel believes he's being haunted by the ghost of his childhood friend, David. David passed away when they were young. But just a few weeks ago, something unexpected happened. David's mother reached out and gave Lizard a gift, a mask. One the two boys used to wear while playing as kids. Not long after receiving it, strange things began happening inside Lizard's home. Shadows moving at the edge of his vision. The sound of someone calling his name when no one else is there. Then one night, Lizard wakes up and notices his bedroom door is wide open, that he's certain he closed it before going to sleep. And he lives alone. As he makes his way through the dark house, he hears movement coming from downstairs. At first, he assumes someone may have broken in. But as he slowly moves through the house, something comes into view. And the moment he sees it, his blood runs cold. Something emerges from one of the dark rooms. But it isn't a person. It's the mask, the same one that once belonged to David. It appears to be floating in the darkness. Some viewers even claim they can see what looks like a clawed hand gripping the door frame. As the mask seems to stare directly at Lizard, he slowly backs away. But with the mask blocking the only way out of the house, there's nowhere to escape. As he desperately searches for a place to hide, Lizard encounters the mask again. Only this time, it starts moving toward him. Panicking, Lizard runs and locks himself inside a closet. The camera continues recording as he struggles to catch his breath. The video ends there. He's too terrified to come out. Lizard is convinced that what he saw was David, his childhood friend, manifesting inside his home. But one question remains. Why would David be haunting him? And more importantly, what does he want? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Ever since a woman brought home a brand new truck, her dog began behaving in a way she couldn't explain. At first, she brushed it off. Maybe he just wasn't used to the sound of the engine. Maybe the smell was unfamiliar. But the longer she watched him, the harder it became to ignore. Something was clearly wrong. Take a look.
What is it? What is it? But there's nothing over here.
After the clip surfaced, many viewers tried to explain it away. Some suggested it was the tires. Maybe the rubber was still warm. Maybe the scent was bothering him. But then a very different kind of comment started appearing. Questions that made the situation feel far more disturbing. People began asking if the truck was truly new, if she knew anything about the previous owners, or if the vehicle had ever been involved in a serious accident. Because dogs don't usually cry like that unless they're itchy or stoner. Yes, if you're reacting to something they don't understand or something we can't see. Eventually, the woman addressed everyone's concerns. She confirmed the truck was completely brand new. She had already checked underneath it, inside it, and around the engine. There were no animals. Nothing stuck, nothing out of place. And yet, Titus continued to behave like this. She also revealed something else. From the very first day she brought the truck home, Titus had refused to get inside it. Not even once. And the comments only made things worse. People began warning her that dogs can sense things humans can't. That her dog might be reacting to something dangerous. Something attached to the vehicle itself. Some even claimed that if she didn't get it blessed, it could end in an accident. Then one morning, Titus rushed toward the garage again. Barking, whining, acting in a way she had never seen before. Concerned, she followed him with her camera running, and what she recorded only raised more questions. At this point, she has no idea what she's dealing with anymore. And honestly, none of the explanations feel comforting. So what do you think? Is Titus reacting to the smell of the tires? Or is there something else attached to that truck? Something far more unsettling? Or could there be a missing detail? One that connects all of these events together? This footage comes from a woman named Morgan, who has been dealing with a series of unsettling, unexplained events inside her home. For weeks, she's reported strange activity. Lights flickering at unusual hours. Doors slowly opening on their own. Small objects shifting position when no one is anywhere near them. At first, she tried to explain it away as electrical problems. But then the noises began. Looking for answers, Morgan installed cameras throughout her home. What those cameras captured only raised more questions. Shortly after she shared the footage, Morgan said the noises suddenly stopped, but the lights didn't. The very next night, they began flickering again. This time, before she even turned them on. And that's where the mystery truly begins. TikTok user MarcoVQ35 shared footage that left many viewers genuinely disturbed. According to Marco, his girlfriend had been acting strangely for weeks. At first, he tried to explain it away. Maybe she was feeling down, stressed, dealing with something personal. But as time went on, her behavior became more alarming. Enough that Marco began to fear something darker might be happening. Desperate for answers, he decided to take her to a priest. And what the priest told him confirmed his worst fear. He believed Marco's girlfriend was being influenced by a demon. The priest prayed over her and assured Marco that she should be okay now. Relieved, Marco and his girlfriend got into the car and began the drive home. But on the way back, something deeply unsettling happened, and Marco's dash cam recorded everything.
Buenas noches, hablo monitoreo. Estoy viendo que lleva una mujer con usted. Ya sabe que está prohibido subir a personas. Hágame el favor de dejarla en la siguiente parada, por favor.
No chingues, pues vengo solo. Deja de estar bromeando,
The footage shows Marco driving through the darkness. His girlfriend sitting silently in the passenger seat. That at first glance, nothing seems out of the ordinary. But when Marco reviewed the footage, something immediately stood out. His eyes appear completely normal. Hers do not. Her eyes shine a bright, unnatural white. She stares straight ahead, her expression completely empty, that as if her spirit has left her body. Or as if something else is looking out through her eyes. When Marco posted the footage, he explained that despite the priest's prayers, the entity never left. Viewers remain divided. Some believe this is real evidence of possession. Others think the video could be staged. But Marco insists what happened in that car was real. And that his girlfriend is still struggling with whatever attached itself to her.